about this?
I heard a report that the Times got the stuff from a guy named Ellsberg. Is he our source, too?
Damned if I know. All I know is Begdickian shot out of town yesterday, headed somewhere in a hurry. Next thing, he calls me at some god-awful hour and says he's on his way back with the goods. I hope he didn't get hijacked. Wait. Maybe that's him now. I'll call you back. Begdickian, you son of a bitch, you made it. So this is it. Christ, there must be 5,000 pages in this carton.
4,415 to be exact. It's damn hot. Have you got a glass of water?
Yeah, you look like you need it. Another scorcher out there.
I'll say. I guess who I met on the plane. Stanley Carno.
No kidding. What happened?
Well, mostly small talk at first, how glad he was to be joining the post, stuff like that. Well, I was in first class. Me in one seat, the carton in the other, both trying to look inconspicuous. Suddenly, the son of a bitch figured it out and yells, "You got it!"
Christ! What'd you say?
I said, "Got what, Stanley?" He looked blank for a minute, then his face turned red as a beet, and he just said, "Oh," and skulked away.
This gets more like a spy movie every minute.
Tell me.
Here come the guys. I've asked Chow Roberts, Murray Martyr, and George Wilson to work on it.
Well, you certainly have the first team.
Like, damn, it's going to be good to get my hands on an original after writing the goddamn New York Times for 3 days. Hey, you did good, Begdickian.
Hey.
This is a mess. Some of it isn't even numbered. It's out of chronological order. It's going to take us days to sort it out.
Days my ass. This is our shot. I want to stick it to the Times.
Yeah.
If we sit on the goddamn thing, the government might find out and try to stop us. I want a story for tomorrow's paper.
Oh, tomorrow, Ben, that's totally unrealistic.
Oh, come on, Murray. I heard that you once actually produced a story for the next day's paper. I think it was April 10th, 1955. All 3 paragraphs. We know you can do it again.
Wilson, you'd be a howl if this wasn't damn serious business. The Times had 3 months to consider this stuff. And we're expected to sort it, read it, understand it, and write it in 7 hours? Well, I mean, I don't mind going to jail for publishing a leaked document, but I'm not going to go to jail for stupidity.
Gentlemen, the Washington Post is a daily newspaper, and this is a breaking story. I suggest we treat it as such, so let's tackle it, do our best, and take a reading in a couple of hours when you have it somewhat sorted out, okay?
Okay, where do you want us to set up?
There's tables and paper in the den. Good luck.
George, give me a hand with this.
God, this mother is heavy.
How are we going to divvy this thing up? By chronology or subject?
How about by weight?
Begdickian, you look awful. Go relax while I talk to the lawyer.
What lawyer?
Some guy from the Rogers law firm will be here any minute.
A lawyer?
The usual guy is handling a big case in Chicago, so the firm is sending down some heavy hitter from New York. Name is Sullivan. We got to run this past him.
I don't expect him to be too thrilled.
Maybe he'll love it. I don't know.
I highly doubt it. The Secretary of State used to be the head of their firm.
I'm dying to know how you engineered this thing.
Ben, don't change the subject. Now, you have a commitment here. You said these papers got printed or the Post will be looking for a new executive editor.
I meant it, goddammit. I want this more than you or anybody. This puts us on the map. Makes the Post a national paper.
Okay.
So now, will you tell me how you got him?
I can't say too much, not even to you. Now, when the story broke in the New York Times last Sunday, I began calling all over the country trying to find a copy of the papers. 2 nights ago, after the Times was ordered to stop publishing, I struck oil. I got a call from a source. He had lots of worries, but mostly I just had to promise we'd use the stuff.
What's all this source crap? Every news report in the country this morning is saying it's this guy Ellsberg.
They're saying who they think the Times source is. I'm not saying who mine is.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, that's when I called you and got your assurances. Then I headed for Boston.
Boston? I thought you were going to L.A.
No. My guy was in a motel in Boston. Talk about spy movies. I was directed from one phone booth to another and from checkpoint to checkpoint until the drop was finally made. By now, it's 2:30 a.m. I get the papers into a carton, grab a cab to a hotel. By this time, I am paranoid as all hell, convinced I'm being tailed.
That's not paranoia. The way the government's been reacting, that's common sense. I hope nobody beside Carno saw you.
Oh, I was pretty careful. This morning, after a few hours' sleep, I had a cup of coffee and began looking for some twine to tie the carton so I could carry it on a plane. Naturally, there was no rope to be found anywhere in the hotel at 6 a.m. So I managed to find a piece they had used to tie a dog to a fence a few days ago. Let the history books show that it took a dog leash to transport the Pentagon Papers.
Ben Bradlee.